All right, man, we ready to go. I don't know why that didn't play, but I don't even care. Let's get into it, man. You already know what it is, man. Y'all good? How y'all doing, man? Let's check these out already. I was about to go to the gym, try to get me some work in, and guess what? I had to break the news. I woke up, looked around, and Jadeveon Clowney is back in the mix, baby. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. Yes, Mark Khan, man. I appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you guys so much, man. I want to appreciate 48 people in here already. We ain't even talked yet. 48 people in here. We ain't even said nothing yet. Let's get to it. Your boy with the crystal ball, just keep coming with them predictions, man. Matter of fact, if you want to donate on Cash App, you can do so at $GBush91. If you got the with super chats, super thanks, super chats, all that is available. You can do that right now. But we gonna have a ball. We gonna get into this real quick. You knew I had to break it down. We wasn't waiting till Monday. We wasn't waiting till tomorrow. We got to get right to it, man. Red Raven Rucker. Good afternoon to you too, sir. Let's get right off into that. Jadeveon Clowney is in the mix. You see it across the ticker. Jadeveon Clowney resigns with the Cleveland Browns 1 year, $11 million. That's been corroborated by multiple people. Mary Kay Cabot had it. I think Josina Anderson had it. Everybody got it. So, I was waiting a little bit. You know how you check them little joints on Twitter, and you look around like, I don't know. She ain't got no check. I don't know. This look kind of vague right here. I don't know if we could do this. But what I'm talking about right now is Jadeveon Clowney being back in the mixing. But you guys don't. A lot of people is okay, cool. That's nice. This was pivotal. This was the piece I was waiting for before I jumped off the roof. This was the last shoe to fall before I started being cocky, before I was being arrogant out here, before I said I don't even care if Watson gets suspended for the first 4 games because we still lit. I had to wait for this shoe to drop. And Jadeveon Clowney coming back changes my whole outlook on a lot of different things. It changes my whole perspective on some stuff. Before I was doing my show, make sure you listen to the barbershop every morning, every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Make sure you check that out on 92.3 The Fan. You can get that on the Odyssey app. But one of the things I was really thinking about was Jadeveon Clowney. And you know how I do. I bring stats to the table. I bring analytics to the table. I bring the eye test to the table. And we just don't be speaking about dumb stuff that we don't know over here. In a barbershop, we like to bring that energy, bring that heat, bring that fire, and bring them stats to you. Jadeveon Clowney makes the Browns defensive line jump. Myles Garrett by himself, that's a piece. I love Myles Garrett by himself. But if you are a defensive lineman and you are a guy that was watching and doing what you needed to do last year, you would know that Jadeveon Clowney unlocks a lot of skills for Myles Garrett. You see, when you got Jadeveon Clowney on one edge, you can kick Myles Garrett down to the 3 technique. When you got Jadeveon Clowney on the other edge, there is no, you can't just single and double up Myles Garrett on the other end. You got another guy that can run, that can rush, that can get after the quarterback. And the thing about Jadeveon Clowney is I like him the most is he is probably I would give him a B. He's probably a B to a B minus pass rusher on just intangibles, getting up like skill set. But one thing that Jadeveon Clowney has is a motor. And a lot of times when you were first overall pick and people like to, say, well, you're not getting the sack totals, you're not getting the hurries, you're not getting the pressures. What can we hang our hat on? The fact that he plays the run extremely well, the fact that he's another guy with freakish athletic ability that can run down athletic and mobile quarterbacks when they're trying to extend plays, and he has a high motor. All of those things. He has all of those things, and when you get Jadeveon Clowney back, now we cooking. Now a guy I can start paying attention to is a guy like Perion Winfrey. See, we got animals and dogs in the mix right now. Hey, matter of fact, 83 people in here, hit that like button. We doing that Sunday duty, man. We doing the Sunday shuffle. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the Barbershop channel. I just had a piece out. If you haven't checked it out, this got a lot of views, man. check out the Deshaun Watson Untold Truth. Make sure you go watch that video. That video is up in my YouTube. That video is up there. It's doing crazy views. And the reason why it's doing crazy views is because there's thoughtful analysis in there. It ain't just no regular. It's 45 minutes. And a lot of people is checking that out saying, G. Bush, I love that video. Man, G. Bush, why ain't nobody talking about that? G. Bush, what's going on with this? What's going on with the case? Make sure you guys go over there and check that out. Make sure I hit that like button on that one too. That one's doing major units. I think it got 12,000 views or something within the 24 hours I put it up. Make sure y'all go check that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing overtime. I don't care how many shows I got. Make sure, by the way, Aditi Kikumbala is going to be on the Browns Locked On podcast. We're going to have that tomorrow for you as well, bright and early on Monday morning. So as you can see, we still working. People ask me about the barbershop. Barbershop ain't going nowhere. That got breaking news. I put my car in reverse. No. Let me get on that live thing. Hey, so let's talk about it. Let me get back to some of the comments really quickly. My man B Skrill, salute G. Bush. We here, man. Karen Phillips, G. Bush. I'm calling the Browns D the demolition dogs. From now on, what we got, JC. I love it. Mark Miller, I peeped what you said. I'm convinced he still gets 4 max, if anything, this year. Hey, man. Whoo. Hey, I don't know how to say that, but I'll say it's PRK chip sandwiches. I don't know how that's spelled, but I appreciate you, fam. Garrett-Clowney and Winfrey, get it. Loving you on the Ultimate Sports Show, by the way. Keep bringing that heat. I want to thank y'all, man. See, people don't understand. Y'all put me on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. They just feel like the people did that because y'all respond. Y'all show me so much love, man. Hey, Ellis, man. I didn't know you played the drums too, bro. Ellis is down there. He sent me something getting the drum set game off. What's good, G? Cleveland to the Castic drop. Speaking nothing but facts all day, every day, my man. Ellis in Orlando. He gonna be back up here. We got a link, Ellis. Shared that on Facebook. Thank you. I appreciate y'all, man. Let's get to this really specifically. I want to, you know how I break it down. I want to get to exactly what Jadeveon Clowney brings to the Browns defense. And I'm going to show you here, right? So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Oh, we got one more. Let me see. I think I missed one. Did I miss one? I mean, I don't want to miss no super chat. Let me see. I'm going to make sure I get y'all all in here. Mark Kahn, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. That D-line is going to be hungry. Pick your position, who you going to double team. Listen, Mark, you all in my notes. You in my notes, Mark. You in my notes. Since you put that out there, and I'm going to appreciate you for that the super chat, let's go to this one first. Let me add this in here. Here we go. You know me, I like to illustrate. I like to get that in here. Make sure you guys can see that. Let me pull that. What does Clowney bring to the Browns defense, right? So we're going to show you exactly what Jadeveon Clowney is bringing to the Browns defense. They say, G. Bush, what you got in here? You got a doggone a huge joint. Let me get to the full screen. Let me get that. So you when you look at this, and you can see this right here if you're looking in the screen, what you are seeing is a nice graph that shows you how often the pass rush rate of win is on the left-hand side, and in the bottom side on the graph, you got double team rate. So you look at this, and Mark just brought up a brilliant point on this. He brought up a truly brilliant point on this, and I think it's worth pointing out. If you look at pass rush win rate on the left-hand side of the graph, that means when you're looking at pass rush win rate, it's how often you are winning against the offensive lineman. Obviously, the higher percentage up here is upwards of 25.25. That's 25%. That means you were winning 25% of the time, 1 out of 4 times with these offensive linemen. And if you go up here and check, you can see the names that are up there. You can see who's up there. TJ Watt is right here. TJ Watt is a guy that's up there about 25%. You go down, Hassan Reddick is right under TJ Watt, right? That's about 20, I would say 23%. But if you come all the way to the right of the graph, just take a look at who's right there as well. Myles Garrett is upwards of above 25%. He's almost winning 30% of the time on his pass rusher. Jadeveon Clowney is right underneath him. Jadeveon Clowney is about 24% of the time he's beating this guy on a pass rush. And if you want to know how special that is, just go over and look to the far side of the graph. Over here, Nick Bosa is here. He's only winning about 20% of the time. Trey Hendrickson, which was a great pickup by the Cincinnati Bengals. Trey Hendrickson was a guy who, guess what? He only won 22% of the time. You keep looking over here. Look at these guys. Look at Jadeveon Clowney around 25%, 24, 25. Myles Garrett is up there around 30, upward around somewhere I would say 29, 30%. So when you got two guys that are winning their one-on-one matchup as far as when it comes to getting out of the pass, getting all into the pass rush, you got two guys that's going to be nasty. You got two guys, and if you look on this list, there is not very many teams up here that have two guys on this. Also, you don't want to minimize this as well. Let's get down to the double team rate. Not only are they winning when you have pass rush ability and you're winning at a very high rate, that teams are attempting to double team them the most. Look at this right here. We looking about Jadeveon Clowney, and if you look on this access between 20% and 25%, we look right here 22.5% of the time. Roughly, Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney are being double teamed about 22% of their snaps. That's crazy. That's crazy. But that's the problem. Who pick your poison, right? If you're going to double team Jadeveon Clowney and you're going to double team Myles Garrett, that means your D tackles are getting singled every time, and they got to get home. They have to get home, right? If you double teaming both of those guys on the edge, when you walk up Grant Delpit and you walk up JOK and those guys are screaming off the ends, guess what? Who you blocking? You can't turn Myles Garrett loose, and you can't turn Clowney loose. So that's what happens when people say we need a running partner. We need a running partner or a running mate with Myles Garrett. We've been asking for that for years. But what does that really mean? What does that really say? You got to drill down on that. What a running mate means is I need somebody that could preoccupy the same level of attention that Myles Garrett gets. So if you want to go ahead and double team him, sure. We got another guy coming off the edge, and you can't block him. One-on-one, not all game. So this just shows you the difference between bringing back Jadeveon Clowney or bringing back some of the guys that are free agents or some guys that are rookies. Let's get back to the chat a little bit. My man, my dad can't wait to hear you in the morning. Thanks for the voice of reason. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys, man. Hey, I'm just out here trying to kick this knowledge. I'm trying to kick this knowledge like we doing it, man. Man, listen, David Richmond Jr., thank you so much for the super chat, $10. I appreciate you guys. Doing this content like this, it's a passion of mine, and I just gotta, I want to celebrate with my people. You know what I mean? We've been waiting to see if Jadeveon Clowney was gonna come back for so long. You know what I mean? Because he's a big part of what we're doing. I know a lot of people was a little upset when Jarvis Landry left, and Jarvis gave us what he gave us, right? You know what I'm saying? And we salute him, and I hope he has the best with the New Orleans Saints. But that was a move that was a little more expendable because of the resources that we put in our receiving room. So for this, I'm really excited. Let me get back on screen here. Let me pull this down. We take that out. There we go. We back on screen here. 143 people in the chat. Thank you. Make sure everybody hit that like button. Make sure that this content get out there. We're going to continue to support these Cleveland Browns because the Browns is the hottest thing smoking right now. I don't know of a team who has one quarterback that gets a lot of the attention, and then our backup quarterback might got more attention than the starting quarterback, right? That's all good because at the end of the day, when we get on the field, we're going to prove a lot of people wrong this year. these people, and they set the schedule up for us, right? I'm at this point, we got Clowney back. I don't care if you suspend Deshaun Watson for 4 games. I'm cool. Go ahead and give him his 4. I'm telling you now, go ahead and give him his 4. Because, I mean, we to me, I've been all in Jacoby Brissett's tape and film. I've been breaking down what he does best. We got 96 running backs. We still got offensive linemen. We still got Amari Cooper would be the best receiver we had last year. Don't forget we upgraded over there. I'm ready to go. I don't know about y'all. I do not know about y'all. I'm ready to go. Let's go. You see it. You see it. He got 98 emojis in here, man. This allows Alex Wright a legitimate time to develop behind Garrett-Clowney and Winovich. And plus, guess what, Chris? If they want to go with the speed racer pack, if they want to go with that Greyhound package, you know what the Greyhound package is, right? You got Clowney, you kick Myles Garrett down to a 3 technique, and you can bring Winovich and Alex Wright in the game. And you tell Alex Wright, hey, you getting all singles. You got stripper money. You getting all singles. All singles. And you got to convert off them. You got to convert. If you in the NFL and you getting single blocked and you singled up and you got Myles Garrett and Clowney on the opposite line of scrimmage, I can come back and give you a couple reps. I can come back and give you 2 or 3 reps. That's it, max. And if I take more than 2 or 3 reps, it takes like days off my life. Like I could make it to like 90, but then if I like do that, I'm going to only make it to like 88 because it's taking years off my life. All right. Let me talk about this too. Hold on, where we at? You just said something. I'm going to let you get this off too, Jeffrey. I'm going to let you get this off too. If they bring back Sue, that would be crazy. If they bring in Sue. And so let me go ahead and do this. I want to remind you, I'm going to take my victory lap. I said when Baker was at the helm and Jadeveon Clowney, see, people don't understand. I had inside information that Jadeveon Clowney was not coming back. I heard this from multiple credible. These ain't regular people. These is people on the squad. This ain't like, no. They said, yo, Clowney not coming back, bro. You're not doing it. He was just out the door like I was when I heard the news that he signed, and I was on the way to the gym, and Clowney was on the way to get him some food, and that Deshaun Watson news broke. Nah, let me go back. Hey, look. Let me pull this card back. Let me get these cats. Yeah, these cats messed me up. Are you serious? I told you, I sent the APB out. Jadeveon Clowney, if you listening, come on back, bro. You might want to rethink your position right now, my brother. And you ain't gonna get it no better than what we over here on this side. And then Myles Garrett got on like, come on, bro, we got unfinished business to do. I was telling cats, well, I don't know if we're gonna get Clowney. No. Come on up, come on back. Now I'm gonna do the same thing with this one, and I need your help. See, people don't understand the power of synergy. They think I'm just crazy. I was the first to say get Deshaun Watson. I was probably the first to say I was on Clowney last year. I told you he'd be good last year, right? We tried to get Jarvis back. He said he was going home. But for the most part, your boy been right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start that next campaign. Hey, and Dominic and Sue, let me get some drink. Let me get me water real quick. I'm thirsty. Hey, Sue, come on, big fella. You might as well come on up here with that, man. Clowney. You got your boy Myles Garrett. You're gonna be rotating. Come on, you can get 10 sacks again, big fella, if you want to. Come on back. Come on up here, man. Holler to Assistant General Manager G. Bush. We'll get you that cut. Get that barbershop lineup, and I'll talk to my man Andrew Berry. We get you up in here. That's what we need, big fella. You trying to listen, come on, man. You know what you're the missing piece up here. And Dominican Suit, I'm just throwing it out there. Go ahead and email me or something. Hit me up. Hit me up. We ain't playing no games. Let's get back to it. Oh, we got another one. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all cats is just let's Ray Rags 14. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate you, man. $10. Man, I appreciate you. Thanks for checking in on me and taking time. 192 people in here taking your time to show me love on a Sunday. Y'all could be doing stuff. It's nicer weather. I appreciate y'all stepping in here with me. Did you see the report saying if Baker was the starting quarterback, Clowney would not be here? It feels weird having players take less money to play for the Browns. Oh, no. Like I just said, I knew that to be fact. I heard that in November. Here's what y'all got to understand. And I say this all the time. So here's the way I take it. There's people that reach out to me all the time. That could be players. It could be people that's in the players' circle. And a lot of times I don't never really say nothing because the way I went to Ohio University. They really big into journalism. Now, I didn't graduate from the journalism school. I graduated communication. It was down the street. But I know what the integrity means. If I'm a person, an opinion person. I don't break stories, right? So when somebody tells me and gets in my inbox and tells me, hey, G. Bush, this is what's going on, I really can't get on record with that. You see what I'm saying? I really can't show no love to that because it's a difference between an opinion and you breaking a story as facts. And so when you're trying to break a story as facts, you got to double check it, have all kind of other different people that corroborate it, and then you have to be known for that's what you do. Because if I was to come out and say, I already know 6 people in the locker room that said this, that, this, and that, it look crazy because they're like, hold on, is that your opinion? Or is that fact? Or is you doing breaking stories? And for me, it's just better to let it go where it's at, right? And let it play out. That's why a lot of times I don't even really argue with people, right? I already knew that. I've been knew that. They told me that 2 or 3 months ago, but I just wait on it and see what would go down. That's why when you look at my track record been solid. I ain't never told you. Even I came on here a couple weeks ago saying Jarvis ain't coming back. Remember? I told you that it's a wrap. He ain't coming back. So for me, I can't really jump into that pool because there's a lot of other gray area with it. I just go ahead and give my opinion on it. Now, sometimes when I'm speaking strongly about something, you read the tea leaves. If I'm going in like, man, y'all crass is crazy, you have no clue, then you can read what you want out of it. I'm not basing that on just nothing. I'm basing that on the homework, the stuff that I'm doing, the stuff I'm hearing, and how I get down. So, but yeah, I appreciate you, man. But I definitely knew that Clowney was not in the mix. He was not trying to hear that. Stripper money, all singles. Yes, sir. Hey, listen, man. We don't want to get too spicy on a Sunday. My mom be like, "You do too much." Hey, man. G. Bush on a Sunday. Some prayers are answered. Thank you, my man Ty Brown. I appreciate you, man. Hey, man. G. Bush, the man. Hey, I love y'all out here. Let's get right back to it, man. Right back to it. Hey, 219 people right now watching live. Please hit that like button. And if you have not checked it out, check out my last video. You really want to check out. It's about Deshaun Watson, some different things going on in this case. I know everybody in the world is going to be watching the HBO joint, right? Everybody's going to hear some of the alleged victims in the HBO report. I put that out just so you have something to put it in context with. It's a good listen. It's objective. It's an unbiased, and it's something you guys can take and look at it. And I really put some time, energy, and effort in it. I think it has 12,000 views in 24 hours. Make sure you go support that. Let's get back to the last thing I want to talk about Clowney really quick. Clowney and Myles Garrett up front. What does that mean? Clowney and Myles Garrett as a tandem, how does that work? Let's take a look at this. Let's get, let me take this off. Here we go. I like this one. Let me take this banner off. Whew, there we go. So let's take a look at this. When you look at this, and this is from, let me make this small a little bit. Can we make it like this? Here we go. Let me do it like that. When you look at Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney, right? In one of the games that Myles Garrett had I think he had 5 sacks against Justin Fields. And people kind of, took this performance and was like, oh, well, it was just against Justin Fields, and the Bears offense is trash. And, you already know what it is, G. Bush. Like, can we really count that? Well, take a look at and see why it wasn't just Justin Fields was trash, why it just wasn't the offensive scheme. Take a look at what they really did. They had 25 pass rushes apiece. Myles Garrett has 7 pressures. Jadeveon Clowney had 8. Think about that. That's 15 snaps where these guys was in the backfield. The pressure rate, 28%, ridiculous. 32% for Jadeveon Clowney on a pressure rate, ridiculous. Both of those guys had tremendous work. 4.5 sacks for Myles Garrett, two sacks for Jadeveon Clowney. And look at this. This just shows you how they put pressure on you and how quickly they are there, just like that. Just like that. Boom. All of that. See, when you do quarterbacks get in Justin Fields, see, they want to be back there, read option and faking a rocket screen and coming back and talk. You ain't got no time for that in the league, bro. You might want to get back to your last foot, get rid of this ball, and keep moving. Because look at the pass rush get off. These are less than a second. Myles Garrett's get off is 0.78 seconds. That is less than you saying 1/1000. By the time you say 2/1000, both he and Jadeveon Clowney are in the backfield. Jadeveon Clowney's actually look kind of slow. His is 0.96. That's still under a second. So you telling me you got 2 ends that know it's pass, and they're getting off the ball in less than a second? Come on. You can see how to get pressures like that. You can see why it's devastating. And so when people start telling me, well, we got somebody else to over, no. And Andrew Berry knows this. This is why I like to have numbers in front of me. I keep trying to tell y'all. I keep trying to say, you got to illustrate why it is that they're devastating. You got to show them the numbers and match it up. See, you just can't tell the story. The story don't tell itself. Yes, Jadeveon Clowney had 9 sacks last year, but it ain't about the 9 sacks. It's about the pressures. Because for every pressure he get, that gives Myles Garrett another opportunity to get there as well. And I think that is going to be the number one thing we're looking at. Take a look at the speed that they've accumulated on defense. Clowney, freak. Denzel Ward might be one of the fastest corners in the league. We already know about Myles Garrett and what he can bring. JOK is the fastest linebacker in the game. When you start looking at the positions in which you have just excellent speed, excellent athleticism, it really brings you to another level. And this is why this move from Jadeveon Clowney is going to really set up for the Cleveland Browns and put them in a place where they now can honestly say, player for player, roster for roster, when Deshaun Watson gets back ready to go, we got top players at every level of the field. Every level of the field. And don't let Grant Delpit take that step I think he's going to take. Don't let Grant Delpit come. You people forget that Achilles heel, that's a 2-year injury. I partially tore my Achilles heel. I'm just now getting to the point where I'm on a treadmill, and I partially tore mine. Let that man take that next step. I'm telling you right now, the Cleveland Browns are stepping up, solidifying themselves. So guess what? The schedule turned out well. You got the Jets week 1. You don't see anybody till Pittsburgh week 5. If you do see a suspension, you're ready to go. Your backs are ready. Deepest running back field in the game. You got Amari Cooper, who is just all he does is run routes professionally. He would be the best receiver we had last year. 2 best guards in the game, Teller and Bitonio. I just spoke to Joe Thomas. Just talked to Joe Thomas on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. He told me, he said, G.A. Bush, I said, Joe Thomas, you done it a while. What do you think of Joe Bitonio and his possibility of putting that gold jacket on? He said, listen, Joe Bitonio, it's all about, what's the name at this point? It's all about if the Browns can get over the hump and win a championship and he continue on for about 5 more years and some longevity. He told me that he thinks Joe Bitonio is a Hall of Famer. I ain't say it. He said that. I talked to Greg Newsome. And he said, look, that secondary we got, G. Bush, Denzel Ward, me, Greedy. Don't forget the Delphin and John Johnson. They played 10 times better. They played 10 times better at the end of this season. So I'm just telling you, man, right now, it's looking up, man. It's looking up. Let me get to a couple things here. I've been y'all guys, man. Hey, Mark Kahn, thank you so much, man, with the super chat, man. I definitely appreciate you. With the D-line and the LBs and the secondary defense buffet, or the defensive secondary buffet, everybody eats. I like when everybody eat. I like when everybody eat, man. Because you really can't double team nobody. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know none of that, man. You did your thing on the D4 video in the case because they don't speak to evidence enough. Instead of just outstanding numbers or allegations, once he cleared criminally, I was comfortable. You know, for me, I just always keep saying this, man. You know, I in that video, I wasn't in there condemning no women. I wasn't in there doing nothing. I don't even really speak their names in there. I put nobody's names in there. I use redacted names. Also, there's some stuff that was in his defense's joint where I was like, well, I can see why they said that. The plaintiff said that. I can see why certain things they're saying, or you can't just naturally jump to that as being true. So just go check it out, man. You let me know how you feel about it. You can comment on the video, check it out on your own leisure, but it's a good read. What up, Roger Dodger? We in here chilling. 1 year, 11 million seems 2 to 3 below the market value, in my opinion. Spot Track has his market value at 12.7. Good job, AB. It was beautiful. It is below market value. But you know what Jadeveon Clowney figured out as well with this move? Jadeveon figured out this. Not only am I better here, I'm better here with Myles Garrett. And if we can get to a Super Bowl, we can win a Super Bowl, I could go cash a check for 3 years somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? If I'm not gonna go out here chasing waterfalls like I'm TLC, if I got a better roster right here at home, I got a better roster in Cleveland, I got an opportunity to maximize what I'm gonna do. He said, plus we got Deshaun Watson, we got an opportunity. If I get this ring, let's get up out of here. 252 people on a Sunday. That's how we rolling in the barbershop. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate you, man. You guys do so much, man. Chet Grundy. This is the third best pass rush in the league, and the secondary third best pass rush in the league, and the best secondary in the league, plus the fastest. I'm hands down. We out here moving like this. Man, it's gonna be a great season, man. It's gonna be a great season out here, man. Make sure. Yeah, you know I had to get it. If you ain't checked out the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, you tripping. Let me tell you what. I literally enjoy doing that every single day, man. I mean, I'm working with Jay Crawford, Adam the Bull, and it feel like I've been knowing them dudes forever, right? You know, we go through some different things, and you got to go through some audio stuff. You got to go through, getting lighting corrected. We got to understand our roles and stuff. But at the end of the day, man, it's been a blast. It's been a blessing to do that show. And if you have not checked it out or you ain't really subscribed to it, subscribe to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show on YouTube Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The dope thing about this is, man, we're going to have segments broke down, chopped up. Make sure you check those out. And when you watch the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, you ain't getting these type people nowhere. I mean, come on. We done had a Didi in studio, Maurice Claret in studio, Bernie Kosar in studio. We've had Joe Thomas on multiple times. He continues to be on. Tim Couch multiple times. DeQuell Jackson, Leroy Horde. I mean, the Miz. I'm just saying, you're not getting, and we still got more coming. It ain't even football season. It ain't even football season. If you want the A-list guests, you want to see somebody having some fun, kick back, relax. We acknowledge the people. We read your stuff all the time, man. Just go ahead and subscribe to that. It's the hottest thing smoking, Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. But don't forget about this, though. We're going to get to that, too. Y'all thought I was done? We still at the barbershop. People say you on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. Nah, man. I'm over there, but I'm still on 92.3 The Fan. You can check the barbershop on every single Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 92.3 The Fan. You can listen to my show on the Odyssey app anywhere you is. Take me wherever you go on the Odyssey app. Just yesterday, we had Isaiah Williams in the building, graduate of John Adams. He plays for the New York Jets. He was in studio with me for about an hour talking about his charity, talking about his foundation, talking about the league a little bit. So we still moving over on the Fan. We still got it. The barbershop, that's for the streets, man. We still got that coming. And by the way, I've been telling people this for a long time, but this is finally coming to fruition. Be ready for the barbershop tour. If you in Cleveland, be ready for the barbershop tour. We east side, we west side. Shout out to my people. We got some great stuff in the works for y'all. And people, I heard y'all loud and clear. I heard you loud and clear. But sometimes what you got to do, sometimes it take a little longer when you got to do it yourself. That's okay. You can still get it done. That barbershop tour is coming. We're going to pull up to your hood, to your neighborhood where you get your cut at. Hey, if you got a barbershop, you got some fellas in there, y'all talk that talk. We're going to be talking about community issues. We're going to be talking about sports. We're going to be talking about all the fun things, and we're going to have a little fun in there too. Barbershoppers Tour is coming to where you want to be. If you are interested and you own a barbershop and you want that barbershop tour to touch down where you at, hit your boy up, man. DM me at gbush91. Follow me on Twitter. DM me, and I answer all DMs. I got a couple more in here, man. Hey, man. We literally should go undefeated. This realistically, Baker healthy can go 12-5 with the schedule and team. I mean, I can't tell them they're gonna be undefeated, but man, we got some ball players though. We really got some ball players, man. We do. We really do, man. This is very exciting. Very exciting. So as always, man, this is my favorite part of the show. 256 people in here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's get to where you checking in from, man. This is my favorite part of the show, man. Where the great state of this country, I used to think it was Ohio, but people show me love. People hold me down from everywhere. I'd have people in different countries moving and shaking and doing everything as well. Let me check my. Y'all keep just showing up with Super Chat. Oh my goodness, Brett Watson, you so nice. You got me with the super. Keep it 100. Here's my Sunday Times, man. I appreciate you, man. Y'all cats, man. Y'all do me. I be getting excited, man. I be getting so excited. So excited. Did I miss somebody? No, I'm going to make sure I don't miss nobody. I won't miss nobody. All right. Let's get to where you calling from. Let's get to where you checking in from. Let's show them we loud and proud and we everywhere in the building. We don't fold. We don't do nothing. We rock with our Browns when we 1-31. We pull up and it's 261 and it's on a Sunday. Let's get it. Hey, Chris Yarden used to live in Hollywood, but I like that. You're going to be, every time you check in next time, you from Hollywood. I like that, man. We got to have somebody in Tinseltown over here, man. Texas, shout out to, where we at? Here we go. Oh, yeah. Thomas in Texas. What's up, man? How you doing, man? OU. Oh, yeah. Them Bobcats is always in the building. If you want to have a college experience, it's only one OU. I leave it at that. Hey, Duluth, Georgia. Shout out to GA. Shout out to Ludacris. Shout out to Usher. Man, the AB jumping, don't it? Portland, Oregon in the building. Paul Walker, what's going on? St. Augustine, Roger Dodger is in Florida. Browns backer bar down there in Hollywood. I love that. Alliance, Ohio. Shout out. What's my man? He went to. It's gonna irk me. We'll figure. Larry Kennard. Yeah, he's a Lions. Larry Kennard, shout out to Big Larry. Godson 02, Baltimore City, but I'm in front of the bank right now. Get that money. Get that money, my man. Hey, Jack Scheibel, Michigan. Big Bad Joker 216. He's in, you know where it is. Everybody know what the 216 is. Everybody does that, man. Sturbridge, Massachusetts. That's where you at now. That's what's up. Let's see. Kinsman now in Germany. Shout out to Germany, man. Shout out, you getting them euros out there, man. 330 is always in the building. Shout out to you, K. We can't still ain't going nowhere. Michael Newport, Dog Pound for Life, Dayton, Ohio. You know what it is. Dayton, Youngstown, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Virginia Beach, but used to be in East Lake. Shout out to you, Matthew. By the way, love VA. Love Virginia, man. One of the greatest to ever do it. Shout out to Timberland. Shout out to Pharrell Williams. Shout out to the Neptunes. Love them dudes out there. Rick A. in Cleveland, Ohio. You know we home city, home base. Home base is in the spot. District of Columbia. Shout out to you, Damon. DC in the building. Brett Watson, thank you for the super chat again as well. Middleburg Heights is all here. Hey, Streeter, Athens is party town. You already know, G. Bush, man. I definitely know. Phoenix is in the building. Vike 25, you know what it is. Marietta, Ohio is here, man. Shaker, Keith Oliver, Shaker, you know what it is, man. Tony C. Green, Garfield. Hey, we repping today. The Cleveland in the building. Cleveland is here. We all here, man. Kamika Edwards, I'm so happy he came back. By the way, G. Bush, I just got home from Texas, Cleveland for life. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Cleveland, man. Grove City, Logan Stevens, man. I appreciate you. Hey, Grove City down in the 614. Them Olentangy Heights back down there, bro. Huntington, West Virginia. Hey, that's a great party town, too. I don't know about Huntington too much, bro. And Mel, L, you already know what it is. The land. My man, thank you, J.O. Laylo. That's a name and a half. And Troy was the only bad movie because he plays and hits hard. And this year, I think he was smart getting into INTs this year. I was salty. LOL, Kilo Cam, huh? Hey, man, if you know, you know, right? Right? If you know, man. And last but not least, Laurel, Maryland via Youngstown. Shout out to you. Y'all keep coming with it. Montgomery, Jeffrey Baldwin, Montgomery, Alabama. Hey, man, I want to thank all of y'all, man. I want to thank you for pulling up on me, show me that love. And I do want to say something as well. If I can take this, I messed it up. I was rocking and rolling. There we go. What we going to do during the season? People think this line is just for gimmicks. That VIP hotline, that's a real line. When we come up during the season, I'm going to give people an opportunity to call me up after the game and give your analysis firsthand. You can call me up. We give you 5-10 minutes to get it off your chest. We're going to be doing live call-ins. That VIP hotline is there. Wait till these Browns games. Wait till the season starts. G. Bush is always elevating, trying to get it closer and closer to the people. So thank you for everybody out there. Shout out to everybody there doing it. Let's go one more time. I don't even know why this is. Oh, here we go. That's probably why. It's probably this one. Shout out to everybody, and let's go Browns. Let's get it.